Okay, can I just remind you to introduce yourselves with your full names, and at the end you need to say thank you very much. That concludes our presentation.
Hello, I'm Aaron.
I'm Dave.
I'm Reese.
This is our radio pitch presentation.
The idea we have come up with for our radio show is that we will be broadcasting a short radio chart show, which will also include an interview with like an upcoming artist that's doing really well at the moment, followed by a live performance. We will also follow the basic procedure of broadcasting news updates throughout the show.
Should we close the door over outside?
Can we?
Yeah. That's okay, thank you.
The target audience we have chosen for the radio show will be mainly male between the ages of 16 and 25, including a wide range of ethnic and social groups. To be more specific, it will be people who are into more urban music, including hip-hop and the rap genre.
We believe this type of show will appeal to our audience because of the type of music that we'll be playing in the show, and also because of the voice, the style of the voice used by us three, the presenters. We also think the style of music will invite our target audience a lot more.
We carried out a questionnaire, and the results have shown that most people who we think will be interested in the show are around 17 to 25. We think they'll get the most out of the show. It's the music that they enjoy listening to.
The content that will be included is a top 5 urban chart, news updates throughout the show, music news updates, a live performance with a live interview, lots of new and old music that our viewers will enjoy, weather updates, and also a small competition.
The music that is going to be played throughout our show will be a wide variety, including some of the following songs: And It by The Weeknd, Higher by Sigma featuring Labyrinth, and GDFR by Flow Rider, and many more.
The overall purpose of the radio show is to connect to the audience and show them a new variety of music that they might not have listened to in the past, so like old music and new music. We're also looking to promote a different style that hasn't been successful in the past on other shows, like on BBC Radio 1.
And that concludes our presentation.
So, 2.5 minutes.
Lovely.
It's a bit short. I mean, you're not finished. I'm going to ask you some questions.
Alright.
So, alright, I think it's a bit underdeveloped. So I'm going to ask a few questions and see where it goes. For instance, I mean, you've stated what you're going to do, but not why. So what I need to know is, target audience is not age. Okay, when we're talking about demographics, we're not just talking about age. So, who are your target audience? Don't tell me how old they are. What do they do? How do they spend their money? What's their lifestyle?
Well, we want to promote to a wider range of target, quite a wide target audience. That's why we've got a different style of genre. A lot more young people are into more hip-hop/rap. It's not all that included. It'll be a lot more old and new songs that people would have heard before, but will enjoy. We don't have a specific target audience.
Although it is aimed at like students mainly, 17 to 25, so like college/university students.
Don't tell me age.
College/university students.
So were you there for the lesson when we did demographics? Because you probably don't know. You should know the answer to the question, who is your target audience? So, okay, I'll break it down. What movies do they like watching?
Well, it depends, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people have different types of
You
music.
will have had to have thought that out beforehand. So what movies do they like watching? Specific films?
Probably more to do with like comedy films and action style films. They probably spend the money on clothes, trainers,
What shops do they go into for clothes and trainers?
JD Sports.
JD
Top Man.
Top Man.
Top Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
More of a
Wide
lower class,
variety.
possibly.
Do they,
Probably lower to middle class.
do they have a car?
Some do,
Quite
some don't.
possibly.
What car do they drive?
Probably a Peugeot 106.
And who bought that?
Their parents.
Their parents bought it for them. Do they have a job?
Maybe.
Part-time.
Part-time.
Part-time job. Where do they work?
McDonald's.
Primark.
McDonald's and Primark. How much money do they make?
Probably £6 an hour or something.
Minimum wage.
Would that be enough to run that car?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So, where do they socialise?
In the local park.
They sit in the park. Okay. Do they go to any pubs or clubs?
Possibly.
Depends on ages, obviously. 'cause
Most of them, yeah.
What ones? If they lived in Bournemouth and Poole, where would they go?
Cameo, Yates.
Yeah. In Bournemouth? Or-
Yeah.
Okay, what other radio shows do they listen to? What stations? do they
Probably
listen to?
One Extra,
Radio 1.
Castle Extra, things like that.
Okay, what artists, what bands do they listen to?
Some of the ones we've stated, probably more urban kind of things.
Not genre. Specific bands? Name
Um,
some specific
Ducky.
artists.
Flow Rider. Yeah, Eminem.
A lot of like current rap artists.
maybe some old school Snoop
Such
Dogg,
as?
Such as
Snoop Dogg, and
Dr. Dre, things like that.
Right, okay, so old school hip hop as well.
Yeah.
Right,
as
okay.
well as modern.
What sort of-
NWA, new movies coming out. So.
Yeah, okay, alright, good. What sort of videos do they watch on YouTube?
probably comedy cat videos, something like that.
Also,
More music videos.
probably like Vivo.
Compilation.
Yeah, okay. What about, okay, so they watch music videos, presumably,
Yeah.
because you've
quite a
said
lot of the
Vivo.
time.
Yeah.
Okay, what television programs do they like? Do they download or they watch regular TV?
Probably the online BBC iPlayer,
Yeah.
ITV, catch up things, things that they like.
So name some specific programs.
Bluestone 42, Top Boy.
What about the likes of Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, things
Oh,
like that?
everyone watches that though, don't they? That's not
No,
really-
not everyone.
A
no.
lot of people.
They have a lot of, some people say they have a lot of spare time, so they can watch series,
Lost.
long series of programs.
Yeah.
Skins.
Skins on Shuffle. Okay, alright. Where do they live? How do they live? Do they live in a flat, a
Like I said,
bedsit?
social class probably lower to middle class would be
Do they live with their parents?
more than likely.
Although, however, like they're at university,
Yeah, it might be sharing house
student
share.
house.
Okay, so they might be what, first years at university,
Yeah.
Yeah.
first time away from home,
Yeah.
they've got a part-time job, they're studying something, whatever it is, and they need to run a car and pay for their rent, presumably, they've got a student loan.
Yeah.
Alright, okay. So those are the sort of things you need to be aware of when you're talking about your target audience, and then, only then, are you able to say, these are the songs and this is the style and tone that we're aiming for to aim at our target audience. You've got to stereotype them, and I know that's a bit counterintuitive, but you do have to stereotype them. Now that's not to say that your target audience is just one type of person. There are loads of people who are going to listen and absorb your content, but you have to have a target to start with, otherwise you're not going to be able to get anyone. You start with a target and then build upon that target. It's like someone like a 65-year-old might love watching skateboard videos, and you might laugh at that and say, yeah, but they're 65, why are they going to watch CKY videos from 10 years ago? Well, because skateboarding's been around for 50 years, and they were a skateboard in the 70s, and they want to reconnect with their youth. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because age is well, age is nothing, really. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, alright. so I think we really needed to start with a strong idea from your target audiences. Okay, right, well, that concludes your presentation. If you can stop recording. Okay, and keep all of that, because you answered some good questions.